depths from whence you came.
Hello, this is Spiky Drummer. Be sure that you drink plenty of water or you'll get kidney stones. Alright, so, it's been a while since my last video and I've had a whole lot of time to process the many requests, and I have to say that I've had quite a few for single pedal work again. So if you guys practice this routine, it's guaranteed by me fully to 100% improve your single bass work. So this exercise can be done without using any kind of special techniques, just, you know, double strokes on the bass. However, if you want to go back and look at my drum lesson, double bass with 1 foot, and it explains the single pedal slide technique and that whole mess, that will definitely help you to go at higher speeds with this. But just regular single bass playing, then feel free to do that.
Let us be off.
Okay, so the focus of this drum beat is to kind of get you used to double strokes on the bass. Just a simple double hit, 1-2, on the bass drum with 1 foot. The way that I found easiest to learn that whenever I was working a lot with double strokes on the bass was strike right on the hi-hat and then left on the snare, and then follow that with 2 quick single bass hits on the bass, just like this. At first this may feel a little awkward, however after a little bit of practice at a slower pace, it'll feel a little bit more comfortable. So just gradually speed it up over time. And you know how I always tell you guys, the best way to learn things quickly is to start slow and then work your way up in speed gradually until you reach that higher speed. So anyways, back to the beginnings of this drum beat. Be sure you have this little drum pattern down before you go ahead and start the drum beat. It's just a right on the hi-hat, left on the snare, and then 2 strikes on the bass. And if you want to, you can just loop it together and just continue to practice it like this. And once you get comfortable at a slower speed, then you can work your way up to a faster pace. So once you're comfortable with that little pattern, then you're ready to start this drum beat. You're going to loop that through twice, just like this. And that's all there is to the first part of the drum beat. Alright, for your accent portion of this drum beat, all you're going to do is a snare strike and a hi-hat strike together, then a bass strike, and then you'll end it with a bass strike and an open hi-hat strike. And I'll just show you what that sounds. Very simple, just a snare strike and a hi-hat strike together, then a bass strike, and then a bass and an open hi-hat strike together. So when you're comfortable with putting it all together, then go ahead and start practicing in that way again, and you're almost halfway through the beat. Okay, for the second half of the drum beat, your hi-hat's going to be open, and you're just going to strike it back down with a hi-hat strike like this. It's going to be open, so you're going to strike and close your hi-hat at the same time, and then follow it with a little ghost note on the snare like this. So it'll sound like this. And then after your accent strikes, you're just going to go right back into the little groove again to finish it up, and it's going to sound like this. Okay, so when the beat is said and done, you're just going to pull it all together and then practice it at a slow pace again, and then move all the way up to a fast pace again, just the same way as we learned the components of this drum beat. So, practice it like this. Alright, so I hope that helped out with your single bass activities, and thank you very much for requesting these videos. I shall continue to post them and keep them coming, and
The heat is so extreme that it melts the face. I must weigh anchor. I will see you again.